Nancy, you would not believe this. There's an article about some poor sap wannabe escape artist that made a total embarrassment of herself last week.
Ooh, that's harsh.
It says she's a total talentless hack.
Oh, ow.
And apparently the reporter says that she couldn't even escape a wet paper bag if she tried.
That's a little mean. Yeah.
And I guess it says she canceled a show because she couldn't even escape from a Chinese finger trap.
Let me see that. Jasmine. This article is about me. That reporter wrote an awful article about me. Now everybody's gonna think I'm an awful escape artist.
Nancy.
No, Jazz, look, my picture is right there. This is awful. How am I going to recover? This is humiliating.
Nancy, it's just one bad article. It's not the end of the world.
You don't understand. He put it in the paper. My picture is right there. If we're reading it, they're reading it, they've read it. Hundreds, thousands, millions. You know what? If nobody wants to see my tricks, then I'm just going to get rid of all this junk.
Nancy, are you sure? You always loved your magic stuff, though.
Yes. And first of all, it's not magic. It's escape art. And why would I want to share what I love with people if they're going to hate me for it anyway? I'm just going to get rid of...
Oh, this is how you did it.
Never mind. It's just all junk. You know what? Why don't we just roll the Bible story?
Okay.
Roll it.
Okay. So today's story starts in Acts 22, and it's part of another one of Paul's adventures. So nothing could stop Paul from telling others about Jesus, not even jail. Because as soon as he got out of jail, guess what he did? He went and told others about Jesus. He told more people. But the people who had Paul thrown into jail the first time still didn't like it. Every time Paul told others about Jesus, they got more and more angry. And when Paul got back to Jerusalem, though, some of those angry people were waiting for him. The angry people came running from all directions, and they dragged him into the street, and they were kicking him and punching him, and they wanted to kill him. But when the Roman soldiers showed up, they stopped. The soldiers arrested Paul and put him into chains. They tried to take Paul back to their fort, but the crowd became so wild that the soldiers actually had to pick Paul up and carry him off just so he wouldn't get hurt. But what happened was Paul told them, "Stop. You need to put me down." Paul stood on the steps overlooking all of the people, and he started sharing his story. He told them all about how he used to have Christians arrested and put to death. And then he told them how he was blinded by a bright light on the road to Damascus. He told them how Jesus had spoke to him and changed his life. Unfortunately, the crowd of people, their hearts had turned hard, and they didn't want to hear about Paul's story, and they demanded that he be killed. So the soldiers took Paul to the fort and arrested him. That may sound like a sad story, but when Paul was in prison, he was able to tell his story to the king and to other rulers. More than that, Paul told people about Jesus with letters. No, not those letters. The letters Paul wrote are actually the letters that are in the Bible. Paul knew that his story and how Jesus changed his life could help others follow Jesus as well and could change their lives. And so he told everyone he could. And 13 of those letters are in the Bible. We can learn so much from Paul's stories.
Oh, hello. Are you hoping to make a donation today?
Yeah, I'm ready to donate all this junk.
Junk? This looks like some great magic toys to me.
It's not magic, it's escape art. I used to be a really great escape artist. But why bother sharing what you love when everyone else hates it?
Well, I do know that this will go to a great home.
Okay.
Nancy! Wait! What?
Nancy, you can't give up your escape art.
It's too late, Jazz. I've already donated it. I'm not going to embarrass myself anymore when people hate what I do.
But Nancy, not everyone hates what you do. That's what I'm saying.
What, Jazz? You read the newspaper article.
That was just one reporter. There's fan mail. So many people like what you do. Look.
Wow.
I know, it's for you.
Jazz, he says he was going to give up being an escape artist, but we inspired him. I love your whole show.
And that's you and that's me. See, it's a picture. And Nancy, there's dozens more back at the studio. It's just like Paul from the Bible story. He had something good he wanted to share with the whole world. And he knew that if he shared it with enough people and they listened, it would change their life.
Wow, Jazz, you're right, but I already gave my stuff away.
That was beautiful. I can't accept this. I can't. You must take this back, and you must perform for those children.
Thanks.
Maybe I'll take up tiger breeding.
Wait, can I be your assistant?
Sure.
Wow, we have learned a lot about Paul's adventures over the past few weeks. He met Jesus and it totally changed his life. And he was going to share it with whoever he could. And it didn't matter, you know. And we learned that you don't have to be an expert. You just have to share your story. So who do you know that needs to meet Jesus? Maybe you'd be bold enough to share your story. For the little ones, maybe you could just share that God made this amazing world and he loves you so much. And you could share that with your friends. And older ones, well, we know that Jesus is there for us when we need him. And maybe we could share that with our friends. His love is so amazing. You need to share it with everyone you can. You never know. It could change their life. So until we see you next week, remember, share your story about how cool Jesus really is. And we'll see you next week as we have a little adventure going on. So make sure you tune in. And until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody.